Welcome back everyone to 5C Forge. Just going to make a simple bottle opener today. Just got a piece of flat stock 3/16 by 1 inch. And I'm going to make a bottle opener that looks like this here. Nothing real fancy, just go through the basic steps of it. So we got a piece in there, so let's get it started. So what I first did, I shrank this down to draw this out. I tried using stuff this size, but this, when I tried opening this up, it kept ripping, so I had to go with a wider piece. I just used my jig here. I think I'll show this in another video. It's a real basic thing. There's a bottom piece, a hinge part, 2 uprights with different size holes, different height of holes for different size stock, and just a piece of 3/4 square for the hardy hole. Actually, we don't need this anymore. Now I'm going to taper down the one side of it here. Try keeping that straight if you can, because once you get done, everything's going to have to somewhat line up. Let's get that back in there. Looks like I got to take the hammer down on one side. So I'll let that heat up and I'll come back to you. Here's one of the hooks I made with the finish and everything. And like I said in another video, I'll be at a vendor event in Jersey here called Crispy Crunchy Vendors. And I'm pretty sure on the last video I put where it's going to be and everything else and what's going to be there. So here's another one. The finish didn't come out too bad. And that's just paste wax on it. So that's ready to come out. Now we're going to open this hole up. The way I do that, there's a hardy hold I'm going to use with my 2 punches. I have a jig that I made up, which I have to refine because it's way too long. Yeah, I'll have to put that up when I go to that spot. But we'll start off down here, and then we'll go from there. Soak up some heat. And make sure you cool off your punches, because if not, they'll get hot and then they'll start bending and everything else. If you look at that, you see where it's been bent and hammered over. So at some point I'm going to have to grind that tip down and straighten that up some. That soak up and I'll be back with you. Now you see I got my jig here and my big, they'll go all the way to there, but we don't really go that far. We go about maybe right there. we'll go around the corner of the handle. I'll be able to get these sharp points knocked down. That also is enough to round it out and widen it up. So let that soak up some heat and I'll be back. That's okay, because we're going to put it back in our jig and round that out before we're done. So let that heat up and we'll be right back. Switch to a different hammer for not so heavy. Make sure you hang on to it. Let that heat up and we'll re-round that hole. That's nice and round. We get back hot, put our little tab there to open up bottles. Flatten that down a little bit. I think we'll be good. That looks pretty good. Just throw it back in, get some more heat on it. Put our tab on it. That'll basically be it. I'm just using a punch die, cut down and round at the edges on. Nothing big, no special tool. Just took a punch like this and just cut it down and rounded the edge over. put my touch mark on it. Right back. Alright, this is good and hot. But I just have these for right now. It's in the works of getting an actual touch mark. There's the bottle opener. You can come in and you can file some of this down and do some touch up, but that's the down and dirty thought process of it. So, like, subscribe, share, do all that YouTube stuff. And I think you can see my 5C there, which is not the greatest. Definitely have to invest in a touch mark. So, see you on the next one.